Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Bold and Beautiful is setting the scene for an epic romantic reunion between two former lovers. Bold and Beautiful loves a good location shoot, and the latest twist in a certain storyline left us certain that they'll be heading overseas again, perhaps just in time for May sweeps. Bold and Beautiful's last location shoot was held in Rome, Italy, where not only did Hope and Thomas share their first kiss, spied by none other than her gobsmacked husband Liam, but Brooke and Ridge reunited after he looked through a keyhole, after a ton of prodding by Carter, and saw his destiny. The couple went on to be serenaded by Andrea Bocelli and remained inseparable after their return to Los Angeles. As it happens, the recent Thope drama may prove to be the first test of Brooke and Ridge's relationship since Rome. While Bridge are likely to weather the storm, it certainly appears that their offspring are another story. Hope, who was wearing Thomas' engagement ring on a necklace after his first marriage proposal, turned the Forester down for the second time last week, refusing to wear his ring on her finger. The designer was devastated given how sure he was of her feelings. After all, she's been giving him the full Logan in the bedroom and the boardroom for months now, and apparently they'd bonded as a family unit with Douglas and Beth off-screen as well. While Bridge are likely to weather the storm, it certainly appears that their offspring are another story. Hope, who was wearing Thomas' engagement ring on a necklace after his first marriage proposal, turned the Forester down for the second time last week, refusing to wear his ring on her finger. The designer was devastated given how sure he was of her feelings. After all, she's been giving him that full Logan in the bedroom and the boardroom for months now, and apparently they'd bonded as a family unit with Douglas and Beth off-screen as well. Unfortunately, Thomas's sister Steffy came in like a wrecking ball, if you will, and not only expressed her outrage about Hope turning him down, but worked overtime to convince him to cut Hope loose. Doubling down, Steffy paid Thomas a visit at home after her blowout with Hope at the office, during which she vowed to make sure her brother ended the relationship because Hope was using him, and urged her wounded bro to pack up his troubles, and his son Douglas, and take him far, far away from Los Angeles and the offending Logan. Luckily for Bold and Beautiful characters needing a break from the drama in LA, there's an idyllic soft landing place with a position always available for the taking at Forester International in Paris. If you don't believe us, just ask Rick and Thorne. Should Thomas take Steffy's advice, the Paris office is exactly where he'll end up. But, mon Dieu, what will become of his romance with Hope, who will be presumably left heartbroken? Not to worry, Thope fans, if our hunch is correct, this is all a setup for an epic, on-location, romantic reunion a la Bridge. Only in Paris. How long will it take? Well, May sweeps are just around the corner, and that seems like a perfect time. After all, there's nothing like Paris in the spring. If the City of Love got Thomas and Hope together, surely the City of Lights can help seal the deal. We can see it now. After an epiphany, Hope will search frantically for Thomas, who will be wearing dark sunglasses, still devastated, high and low among the cafes and French barrettes until she finally spots him, right in front of the Eiffel Tower. There, Hope will tell him she can't live without him. He'll magically produce the ring that he's conveniently kept in his pocket, and voila! They'll share a romantic reunion and finally become engaged. It would be very bold and beautiful. In the heart of Paris, where the Seine whispers secrets to the city and the Eiffel Tower stands tall, there exists a quaint café known as Tres Bien. Its name, translating to very good in English, barely scratches the surface of the magic that unfolds within its walls. Today the café buzzes with life, its atmosphere charged with anticipation, as if it's aware of the impending reunion about to unfold. The sun, a golden orb in the azure sky, casts its warm embrace upon the cobblestone streets, painting everything with a soft, romantic glow. Tables adorned with crisp white tablecloths and delicate bouquets of fresh flowers line the sidewalk, inviting passers-by to indulge in a moment of tranquility and decadence. Among the patrons seated outside, a figure stands out, a woman, her hazel eyes alight with excitement, her chestnut hair swept back in loose waves, cascading like a waterfall down her shoulders. She checks her watch anxiously, the seconds ticking by slowly, each one stretching into eternity as she waits for the arrival of her long-lost love. Meanwhile, inside the cafe, the air is filled with the tantalizing aroma of freshly brewed coffee and warm pastries. Soft jazz music drifts from hidden speakers, weaving a melody that seems to dance with the flickering candlelight. The ambience is nothing short of enchanting, a perfect backdrop for the reunion that is about to take place. At last, the moment arrives. A tall figure emerges from the bustling crowd, his silhouette framed against the backdrop of the setting sun. He strides confidently toward the cafe, his heart pounding in anticipation of seeing her again after all these years. Their eyes meet across the crowded sidewalk, and time seems to stand still. In that instant, the world falls away, leaving only the two of them, locked in a gaze that speaks volumes without uttering a single word. For a moment, it's as if nothing has changed, as if they are still the same young lovers who once lost themselves in each other's arms. With a nervous smile, he closes the distance between them, his heart racing with each step. She rises from her seat, her breath catching in her throat as she takes him in. The way his eyes crinkle at the corners when he smiles, the way his hand trembles slightly as he reaches out to touch her. And then, without a word, he pulls her into his arms, crushing her against his chest in a tight embrace. Tears prick at the corners of her eyes as she buries her face in his shoulder, inhaling the familiar scent of his cologne mingled with the scent of the city. For a long moment, they simply hold each other, lost in the sweetness of the reunion. And then, as if by silent agreement, they pull back, their eyes locking once again in a silent exchange of love and longing. "I've missed you," he whispers, his voice husky with emotion. "I've missed you too," she replies, her voice barely above a whisper. And then, as if guided by an invisible force, they find themselves seated at a table by the window, their hands entwined as they catch up on lost time. They talk of the years that have passed, of the places they've been, and the people they've met, but beneath it all lies the unspoken truth, their love for each other, still burning as fiercely as ever. Outside, the city comes alive with the symphony of life, the laughter of children playing in the park, the distant sound of church bells tolling in the distance. But inside Trasbienne, time seems to stand still, frozen in the moment of their reunion, a moment that feels both fleeting and eternal all at once. As the evening wears on and the sky fades to dusky hues of purple and pink, they linger at their table, savoring each precious moment together. And as they step out into the cool night air, hand in hand, they know that no matter where life may take them, they will always find their way back to each other, in the timeless embrace of Trasbienne. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.